Answer these questions plus many more. John K. Okey and Princess Alexa Venture College from Monday to Thursday at 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. for the program Freedom Hub for the most informative talk show that brings the real easy without fear to the Liberian people on Freedom FM 87.9.
Guess what? Everyone gonna fail. I'm really with me. Some of them get out. Vision target of people. I'm saying we don't mind it. Yes, we You say you coming to rescue your people. You will be the hero. You will be responsible. While the rest is not people. Don't talk to not just for the people. Once you get them, you get the sugar get no opportunity for it. They say I help people. You had the people what you talk changing the people. You see you not I just want to ask you one question. You give the rescue. You're not giving the people what they love. You give the rescue. It's a rescue. The people they're not like you. You say you are going to change things, but we are seeing changes. I'm just saying to you, lady, when you're asking things, we are seeing changes. CDC and Unity Party, they get more through. You downsizing, you wish you counting. That one they do for the Liberian people suffering. You downsizing, you wish you counting. That one they do for the Liberian people suffering. You will be right again to rescue now. You know you're rescuing. I said, it's a rescue. I just want to ask you one question. You the rescue. You're not giving the people what they want. Then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, it's a rescue. The people say not like you. CDC and Unity Party, they can't conclude. You downsizing, you wish counting. That one they do for the Liberian people suffering. You downsizing, you wish counting. That one they do for the Liberian people suffering. I mean, who you rather give the rescue now? You're rescuing things. I said, it's a rescue. I just want to ask you one question. How would you give the rescue? You're not giving the people what they want. Then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, it's the rescue. The people say not like you.
Okay, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, and a pleasant welcome to Freedom Hub on 87.9.
You say you are coming to change things, but we're not seeing changes.
This is the official voice of Freedom Communications Incorporated. My name is Carl Oliver Klein. Princess Alexa Vanja Corey is here. We are awaiting Jerome Roosevelt. There are too many things happening in the country, a lot of issues going on in the Republic. Senator Darius DeLone supporters have begun criticizing the senator. Some of them say they are now disappointed in themselves for supporting Senator DeLone. The other lady said when she told DeLone, "Let God be with you," DeLone said, "Let God be with you too." I mean, that is an act of chickedness. That is being cheeky in a Liberian setting. There are too many things happening in the country. A lot of issues going on. President Joe Biden was able to talk into the bread and butter issues in the country. Alexa was able to send the video to me during the course of the weekend, and hopefully we'll play the video and do an analysis about the president's contextual understanding of the phrase that bread and butter issues. We're going to be having a whole lot more to talk about. There are too many things happening. Somebody said they own the whole of Bopolu City. God is not making new land. Somebody said they own the whole of Bopolu City in Bapolu County. At the same time, the Johnson family and other people are claiming the entire Negro Town. They said 255 acres of land in Negro Town. Okay, Negro Town, Secret Park. We want to see what will happen between the Crew people and the quote-unquote landowners on the day of demolition.
You say you were coming to change things.
What is Liberia turning into? Bopolu City. Somebody said they own Bopolu City.
But we're not seeing changes.
The last time we checked, Senator Albert Tubachie was complaining when somebody in his presence told him that the president owned the land between Vambuma all the way to the ministerial complex. And that also includes all of the different places. From Senator Sir Joseph Fremont House all the way to Moon Station MTN.
CDC and Unity Party, they can conclude. You downsizing, you wish counting, down the top of the Liberian people suffering.
George Carano Uno House, all the places. I mean, from Vamuma House all the way to Ministerial Complex. So who that person?
You wish counting, down the top.
Was that person the first Bassa person in this country to own all the pieces of land? The person more than King Lone Peter. King Lone Peter, King. We'll call all the Bassa King's name when we come back. But again, this is what it is. The country is gradually running down the line. We are hoping that someday this country is going to return to sanity, because what's happening today is so unprecedented. The Liberia that we know, the Liberia that we knew in the past, is no longer the country we live in today. You wake up in the morning, you're leaving your house, you don't even know what you are expecting to return to. So this time around, when you leave your house, be calling to the house and be asking, hello, yellow machine there? Because the president told our people that God is making new land. So criminals are now exploiting the situation to steal people's properties. It will reach a point where we'll be asking community people to rise up against these demolitions, because we believe these demolitions are politically motivated and to a greater extent on behalf of elite individuals who are criminally stealing people's property. We will reach a point where we'll be asking community people to stand up against some bookers, and I mean most of the bookers demolition exercises. The time is nearing. The time is nearing. We will be asking community people to stand up and defend their properties. Because this one we cannot even understand nothing about it. Why would one person go and say they own the whole of Bopolu City? So the Pella and Bella people in Bopolu, you know what they're doing, right? And one man will come and say he don't own it. The last time the other family came and said they own the whole Johnson Street, they own all the places coming up bypass the land behind UL, but they say UL not for them. How you own the land down UL, right at the bottom of the hill? They say the hill range, mountain range, hill range. You own the land on the hill range, but you do not own the land on the hilltop. What kind of person are you? But again, it's not funny. And this is the country we have. Liberia is no longer what we used to know it to be. And so all of these issues plus many other controversial discussions will form the basis of today's presentation, especially with the clearance of Senator Nathaniel Fallow-Magillo from the LACC and the subsequent tango explanation from the LACC boss has been reported by Yanti Dinaro Chokpa of OKFM. We intend to talk about all of those issues on the platform. Let's take a break. When we come back to bring you Crime Stoppers Liberia, our official sponsor here on 87.9. Win Liberia also. Win Liberia is our prime sponsor. Those of you who are playing the cash giveaway, of course, you've been receiving money during the course of the weekend, and today we will continue to serve you money on the platform. So today is $5,000. You play by dialing star 255 star 1 hash on Lone Star Cell MTN mobile money. Lone Star Cell MTN mobile money. When you dial star 255 star 1 hash, the more you play, the better your chances are to win. Keep playing. The more you play, the better your chances are. We're going to take a break. When we come back, while we're talking politics, keep playing the cash giveaway by dialing star 255 star 1 hash. And by the time we reach the threshold, we're going to be going to the dashboard to start to pay those of you who are winning. We're going to keep distributing the money. We'll now have the chance to call all of you who are winning. And so we'll be doing it behind the scene. And when we are, having the chance, we'll call one or two of you to congratulate you on the radio. We take a break. When we come back, we bring you the rest of the conversation.
They are crying for many things, and every complicated more. You can see, so you see how you got it. Something up in your head when you wake up with it. And it can't take care of it. Can't stop running for us when you step up to your door. Now you reach out your phone. If you see anything on top of me, you are everything. If you see it on people, to my heart and voice, when you step up to your phone, stop it and make me for them before. I'll be real. From the center to interior, I said, let's stop it for all of us.
Crime Stoppers Liberia is a community crime fighting project. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Stein.
People when you step up to your boat, stop it now and make it before them before. Come start to Liberia, from the center to interior. People are said, let's stop it for all of us. People when you step up to your boat. Wow.
People said you should be buying them up. You for the Johnson Retire Internet number 0880-528-46. And you can also and the number to support is 00776 800. For all inquiries of mobile money Please make sure to call 035997676 or 070499776. Simply in case you have already CC
Okay. Okay, welcome back to the program Freedom Hub on 7 to 9. This video will do something to us. Okay, Alexa, good afternoon. Jerome is not here. Hopefully, we're hoping that he will join us very shortly.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, my dear. And how was the weekend?
Hello. The weekend was okay. It was normal, I guess. Even though we had one or two things that we had to do. I'd like to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you. And however way you're joining us, we'd like to say welcome to Freedom Hub on 87.9 FM. We have a lot to talk about. So, however way you're joining us, we'd like to say welcome. And we're hoping to have Jerome with us maybe in the next couple of minutes or not. I don't know. But yeah, welcome.
Okay, so basically that's where we are. There are too many things happening in the country that we intend to talk about. Plenty things. There are plenty things. Yep, plenty things we'll talk about on the platform. And so, yeah, so let's just pass this vital information to all of our people. This vital information to all of our people. If you have registered using Freedom FM registration link to Nice Bet Liberia platform, you know the Champion League come and play, and all the Premier League, La Liga, Bundesliga, and so forth. If you have registered using our link, let me see. If you have registered using our link to Nice Bet, so you will be betting, you win, just win, you pull 200, you win, or money. Sports betting. If you've been betting using our link, your OOTK then, beginning today, when you bet online better than OOTK, screenshot it and send us the ticket ID. Send it to our WhatsApp. The WhatsApp number +231 886 500 104. 086 500 104 at the WhatsApp number. The online betting. So when you're not online, you can't use it. So when you're online, you gotta get WhatsApp. You know, so get your ticket. When you finish your ticket, screenshot it on your phone. Then you send it to the WhatsApp number. Free WhatsApp number. 086 500 104. 086 500 104. Send it. When you play a ticket, even when I want to lose, you lose the whole ticket says send the ticket. When you send it, every week on Monday, every Monday evening, Nice Bet people that will come and sit down with DJ Euro. They lower more, they give us more, where you play with. How you looking? Guys from a million miles for you to go back to go bet again, to go try. When you win $1 million, you know, maybe back up Chelsea, back up other men, Madrid beat other men, that one are your own money. But when you play, just send the ticket to our WhatsApp 086 500 104, and we'll be able to collect your data, put it in the machine every Monday. We found something for those who've been playing regularly. Now, when you're out there and you're also interested in the sports betting, yes, it's for those who are interested. To answer those of you who are not interested. Those who can do sport betting and the casino betting, flying the aviator, you also have the chance when you want to register to get good bonuses and good odds. Register using our link, Freedom FM link. So you register using Freedom FM Nice Bet link. Yes, Freedom FM Nice Bet link. And the way to do it is to send us message on WhatsApp +231 886 500 104, or you say 086 500 104. Once you send all that message, we send you our link. You can use that link now and open your account. Once you start playing through our account, you got plenty of Google odds, you know, and you send a chance. Yeah, when you know how to bet now, so you go look at Baka playing, Labro, you say, Labro will be Baka, I want you to lose your money because you so you know, you look at one big team, you say other team will be. So once you know the football game, you can win money from there. So that's why it is. Only on WhatsApp. Don't send direct message. So that's where we are, Alexa. So yeah, too many things. What's the weekend situation? There was something I wanted to ask Jerome, but he trust me, he did not come today. So that's where we are. There was a church where they were fighting in church yesterday. That's the thing I wanted to ask Jerome. I think one on the better.
No, it should be Winners Chapel.
Winners Chapel or something?
The other one in Fema.
Fema. Okay.
Let me see if I can get the video.
Yeah, I didn't call the name of the church because I want to be very, very careful.
Let me.
Yeah, you go call one church name, and so no, this is misrepresentation of our stuff. Yeah.
I didn't think when I saw the video, I thought about your church. I'm sorry. But
no, it was not my church.
No.
It was not my church.
Talking about similar situation with the United Methodist,
Oh, my former church?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, they used to play my former church.
Exactly. And how it was.
Including my former church branch, J.E. Marshall.
For real.
UMC branch. Yeah, one Sunday I went to church. I had a how. Oh, some man came to church. It was not easy.
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, so man came to church. It was not easy. I had to have myself. I mean, the reason why I want to have myself because I didn't want to shoot people that day. That's it.
It's funny.
Yeah, I didn't want
to. Okay. This is it. Winners Chapel.
Members were beaten by the police.
The police. Oh,
through the order of their pastor. And when the group retaliated, the pastor ran through the back door. Report saying, Elisa, why are you making us read the blog?
I'm sorry, no, but it's my job.
No, no, I don't want to trust. I don't want to trust the link.
It is. I'm not joking. I saw it somewhere else, and I'm trying to find it, but this is the closest I could get. Honestly, this is exactly what happened. I mean, it was really funny. I'm trying to get. Let me think.
You want to know what?
No, another. We had different. I mean, reputable
blogs.
Yeah, on our platform.
But read exactly what this one has.
And I will laugh.
No, please do it. Please do it.
So it says, Winners Chapel members were beaten by the police through the order of their own pastor. And when the group retaliated, the pastor ran through the back door.
Can you imagine?
Reports.
Can you imagine?
Oh my God. Reports say the pastor took small things from mismo money from another group to make them get the pastoral position when he turned power over. Oh, this is about power struggle.
Oh,
yeah, man.
Oh.
So because of the grabber money, based on what this platform is reporting, and for refusing to follow the church regulations, I mean, you have noise. This was really funny. Imagine people are fighting in the house of God. Like,
yeah, so
you found something else?
No, so listen, Alexa, I'm not going to be biased with this one. No, I mean, let me be honest now. I think the men are learning in church from my former church. No, and listen, I'm a true talker. I'm not going to pretend on this. What are you laughing for? Because it is a marriage that started fighting a few days. The United Marriage started a whole fighting business a few days. So apparently these guys, from Winner Chapel, right?
Yeah.
Apparently the guys from Winner Chapel decided to how you call this thing?
You say, but if the guys from the United Methodist can do it,
yeah, so
we can also do that.
We too can do the same, man. We too can do the same. So apparently a lot of men are fighting, but fighting should not be the order of the day in church. Yes, that is awkward. People should not do that. I don't know why.
Let me see if I can find something again.
Yeah, I don't know why people should do it. I don't know why people should do it, but it should not be. It should not be. People should not be fighting in God's house. It is wrong. It is not a good thing. Yes.
No, you gotta play this, please. People are saying that I
don't want to play on the radio.
Church people.
No, I don't want to play on the radio.
So Oliver, you see why I don't want to say this is a justifiable reason as to why I don't go to church, but you see why? Like we already have drama. We have drama out of the church, and then you're supposed to go to the church to fellowship. You're supposed to go there to just feel some level of peace and relaxation. But then you go there, and then your pastor is fighting the members, and then you have police officers there. Like, where exactly are you going to get peace in Liberia? It is really, really funny.
Yeah, so the churches should stop. Yes, well, the churches
I just started to it. That's the problem.
the churches should stop. Doing all the how you call it, Alexa, all the fighting business. Going having sitting down there, and you're fighting for God property. I mean, it doesn't make sense. No, it doesn't make sense. At the same time, my former church, why I in today. People go to church, they're fighting, we want to the church.
You said
We don't want to the one. No, I mean, it is not a good thing. Today, people are not speaking to each other in the country because of, church confusion. Now you say pastor called up for police to come flock, then the pastor who ordered for police to go flock, the pastor ran away. I mean, this is appalling. I mean, it sounds crazy though, and it should not be happening in the country. Yeah, but that is exactly where we are. That is exactly where we are. I don't know what next. Let's just stop now. I don't know what's next. What's going to be the next situation? But Alexa, this is what President Barker said during the course of the weekend. He said he doesn't recognize the good in people.
What does it mean?
I don't know.
So what does he recognize?
I don't know. He said, President Barker said, I don't recognize the good in people. What was he trying to say? I do not know. I just do not know what exactly he was trying to say. But we'll try to bring his audio. It's kind of how you call this thing? Not low, but it is not coming up correctly as we wanted. But let's see if we can get it from this angle.
One of my weaknesses to notice the good in people. As a matter of fact, this is what President Barker said. And we'll open up phone lines on this particular issue.
Yeah, I want to hear your interpretation.
Yeah, Alexa. So I will listen. Alexa will give her interpretation. I will try to see whether I can make use of what he's saying. They will ask you, the Liberian people, to give your thought on it. This is one of the things that I heard during the course of the weekend. I was like, what is the puppy saying? He said one of his weaknesses is to recognize the good in other people. Was there a contextual understanding or usage? We will have to get to the root of it. But just as it is sounding from the surface, from the raw auditioning of this particular audio, something is not right. Human beings should be able to have the ability to appreciate. For you to reach to the point where you say one of your weaknesses is to identify the good in other people. We try to do some comparative analysis, Alexa. Look at some of the past decisions, and some of the things that people not do, what people not do for him, and see what the people in talking to one of your weaknesses is to identify in the good. To identify the good in other people. Listen to him.
I think that's one of my weaknesses. As a matter of fact, I think that's one of my weaknesses to notice the good in people.
Then you say in Lavo. That's how I'm like, what you saying that he laughs.
As a matter of fact, I think that's one of my weaknesses to notice the good in people.
You see? So the notice the good in people, then he laugh.
As a matter of fact, I think that's one of my weaknesses to notice the good in people.
Let's you heard of it laughing. So you notice the good in people, then you laugh. Go ahead. Let's after you. Huh? I mean, just quick conversation before we go to the main topic. Yeah, he also talk about
So
bread and butter issues. So as well.
yeah. So I'm actually trying to understand from his perspective because I'm trying to be very fair. I'm trying to understand from his perspective what exactly did he mean, or what does he mean when he says, he doesn't see the good in people, because oftentimes, Oliver, when someone doesn't see, in fact, he identified that as one of his weaknesses, right? So usually, when a person doesn't actually recognize or see the good in people, it means they're basically just focused on the negative outlook. They don't care about positivity at all.
Good.
It also means the person doesn't easily forgive, so they keep a lot of things within them.
And maybe they don't care about what you do for
Yeah,
them.
they keep grudges.
Now, let me tell you what
It
you do for me.
means it means they don't remember exactly what you do, the good you do, the good things you do. They don't remember. They're focused on themselves, and to some extent, it also means maybe that person is a bit selfish. You know what I mean? Because if, as a person, I don't see the good in Oliver, why? And Oliver has some good qualities, a lot of them. And Oliver has done a lot of good things for me. And I'm also trying to think about different references, Oliver, because Mr. Boakai, a lot has happened
Oh yeah,
with Mr. Boakai.
plenty.
And I like to reference the Henry Costa saga.
Stanton with us more.
Stanton. I also like to, I don't want to say George Weah, because I think that we're mostly talking about that from the political aspect, but also George Weah.
Jacqueline Roberts.
Because we cannot, yes, Jacqueline Roberts, that lady who
Yeah.
had a whole different campaign on the social media. I don't know if her issues have been sorted out or not. But all those people, Comey, in fact,
Yeah, Alexander Cummings.
Comey, because so I'm just trying to understand from that point. And now the president has said he doesn't. That's one of his weaknesses. Doesn't see the good in people.
Prince Johnson. The late Prince Johnson.
So it is somehow really disappointing because, and he did not say that stuttering.
The national leader should not
He
say
did
that.
not stutter at all.
No, even you're
He
laughing.
was very clear in his utterances. He was very straight to the point. He was concise, by the way. He did not manage to mince his words. No.
In fact,
As the president said,
you laugh at the end of his statement.
be a thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Let's not even like this. Let's not even let's not continue.
To notice good. As a matter of fact, I think that's one of my weaknesses, to notice good, the good in people.
You see, laugh. I mean, when you say on the street, we call it one direct. If I give me direct, I think what you saying it. One of my weaknesses is to notice the good in other people. If you say they laugh, you gotta make me why you just saying. You're not gonna make me laugh. So if you say that there, thinking that you're not good for me, because that good thing I will not show you there. All I think the laughing represents.
As a matter of fact, I think that's one of my weaknesses, to notice good, the good in people.
They laugh. Go ahead. You give on the president? No, you.
So
you give on the president?
I don't even know what to say. Everyone has.
Maybe it's why you give me a different contextual understanding.
Everyone has weaknesses.
Okay.
Everyone has shortcomings.
Good.
And everyone has negative sides. Everyone has positive sides. And that only means we are not perfect because we're only humans. So obviously we have to make mistakes and whatnot. But at the end of the day, when a person says, one of my weaknesses is I do not see the good in people, you have to think critically. And you have to think beyond just what the person is saying. You have to think beyond the words the person is using. Because if you cannot see the good in people, what happens to people who have done good for you? What happens to people who are now doing good for you?
I mean, you're
Whether it
unappreciative.
is professionally, personally, or whatever it is, by the way. So what happens to those people? It means you probably do not appreciate what they're doing. It means you probably do not recognize the fact that they're being good and they're doing one or two things good for you or for the people who are around you. So you don't care about those things. It also means, in other words, that you just hold on to some of the mistakes. And I'm saying this going back to Henry Costa, right? Costa was one of the people who really, really held Ambassador Boakai before ascending to the presidency. Henry Costa held him down. Henry Costa was one of those people who cared for him, who loved him. I do not know personally some of the things that went on, but based on what Henry Costa narrated, it is clear. But I didn't ever know what happens. And because Henry Costa, according to them, made a mistake to have switched later on and to have said some things. People get angry, people say things. So that was held against him. That was held against him so much. And today, Henry Costa is not as people, people thought he would have been very, very close to proximity. And I think because, maybe the Pape doesn't really see the good in him, but they just capitalized on the mistakes or later on what he did. And going back to Steno, Steno was one of those people who propagated the message of the rest.
Steno was
He's supportive and actually
he was a custodian of the ego.
yes.
Henry Costa said whenever the ego was supposed to land, Steno was the one who put the ego in the air for it to land.
Exactly.
So with all the ego thing today, Steno and Pape don't see eye to eye.
It's done.
Maybe yeah, I heard Pape say I don't see the
I
good in.
don't get it.
And I don't see the good in other people.
And on a more serious note, I think as a leader, you should be able to choose your words wisely.
Yep.
And that's because you have a lot of people who are following you, have a lot of people who are listening to you. And a lot of people, whatever you say is taken personally and seriously.
Good.
So when you're a leader, you choose what you say and how you say what you say. I have a book in my car, right? And it is about why you say what you say. It is about temperament. So you have to watch your temperament as a leader. You have to understand not everything you are thinking, you're going to say out loud.
Good.
Maybe you could share that with your wife. You could share that with your son, your daughter. But not to be there when you have cameras
or your political advisor or Mandela Kopo. You can share with Mandela Kopo. Why are you laughing for? The political advisor?
senior political advisor.
Somebody share with Mandela Kopo.
Yeah.
That Mandela Kopo tell you whether you're good or not.
Or not.
What she even say?
Because it has different optics. But again, I'm not to tell Mr. President what to say
And what not to say.
and what not to say. Mr.
Our job is
President.
to analyze what he says on a daily basis and know how to put it in contextual understanding.
But not to see the good in people. George Weah is a practical example of that as well.
And that is why I'm going to take you don't want to be political about yours.
Because you know what happened in this country, how George Weah was really compassionate and extended some level of help and support financially and everything. But at the end of the day, here we are.
I don't know what the Laban will say, but this is like crossing the river and brushing the canoe.
You're burning the bridge after crossing.
Thank you. You finish crossing the river and you look at the canoe and say, well, what kind of stake here the deep go inside? A positive man. It really resemble me. But you have a rally under the cross. And the way the said the thing, I'll go back to the audio. The way I said the thing, when you listen to it, and you listen to it, the last 3 seconds,
That man, I'm joking.
the man started laughing.
It was straight from his heart.
It's a clear indication that if Papa ain't get time. All that thing where you can say, I'll come here, just listen to it. And I'll do some competitive analysis. Listen to how he said it.
As a matter of fact, I think that's one of my weaknesses, to notice the good in people. As a matter of fact, I think that
I saw what you say. Let me tell you, when people are intentional about things that they want to do or things that they are doing, You can know from their faces directly. Bobby is not pretending.
Nah.
The man laugh at the end of saying it. I think the man laugh. Look, any person says something, the person laugh, forget it. They mean it. In fact, some wicked people, when they are wicked, they can be laughing. People who are wicked, when they are acting wicked, they don't find their faces. They can be laughing. You know why you don't even suspect that they are acting wicked? I feel they can be acting wicked. So you see them laughing. They were very, very, very clear on the topic.
As a matter of fact, I think that's one of my weaknesses, to notice the good in people.
Okay, mental break for the first instance. To notice good in people. Now listen. Prince Johnson said a thing. May his soul rest in peace. He now died. Senator Johnson complained on how when Obama Joe wanted to become president, Joe used to keep calling me every day. I got a video on the computer, but I had to look for it.
It's been a long time.
And if somebody can send it to me, no problem.
The phone used to be ringing.
Prince Johnson used to complain and say, we said when they papa wanted to be president, 5 minutes, BYJ. On the day he became president, everything closed. So when he will be saying to us today that one of his weaknesses is the fact that he doesn't recognize the good in people, then I agree why Prince Johnson was crying at that. Because I will be right there. Prince Johnson made him president, he forgot to know that Prince Johnson gave him that. To answer Prince Johnson, it became a problem. And beyond that, like Alessa said, which I'll be concluding on very soon, there should be no reason why a national leader should sound like that. And I believe it is because of this perception that made President Obama go to the barrack and tell the people, say, God, I'm making you let people leave.
So consider
One of the best characteristics of a good leader is compassion. That is a great virtue by itself. You should be able to reciprocate. Beyond reciprocation, you should have the common sense in understanding that you are supposed to be nice to people. Even if you are not on the receiving end, you are supposed to be as a leader. When a leader starts to have such a mindset and be proud enough to announce that on national TV, the president said, one of my weaknesses,
I don't forget.
I don't forgive. She said, forgive or forget. What is it? One of my weaknesses, I don't forgive. But a national leader should not be like that. A national leader must have the ability, to tolerate people. Should be compassionate about issues. Because if you are not, trust me, in most instances, there will be chaos. So most instances, your decisions will not be driven by compassion. And I'll tell you this much. It is because of this statement, I want to believe, that made the president to issue the statement in 72nd that gonna make it move. Because why? They did not see the good in those people. They may be wrong for squatting on the military people land for so long. But one of the good things is the fact that a good portion of them voted for him. The other good thing in them that he did not see is the fact that all of them are Liberians. Maybe 0.0000000% may be foreigners. One of the good things he did not see in them is the fact that they are all entitled to his presidential protection. He's the president. He's responsible to ensure that all of the citizens are taken care of. So even when the bill was level, even when they were using the last level God built or what God faced, A compassionate leader should have informed the people that, okay, these people are aware that the land belongs to the military, and the military is prepared for land, but how be it, they are Liberian citizens, I am their president, I will talk to their officials, we will design strategy in ensuring that their exit from this particular property will not be as detrimental, to their survivability, and we do this, we find means to provide some immediate relief thing and try to help those who want to reunite with their families in the hinterland, in the interior area, those who do not have alternative shelters in Montserrat or other places, will help to repatriate them. That's why you got LTIC yet. That's why you got National Disaster Management Agency. That's why you have the social corporate responsibility attached to all of the ministry agencies and public corporations in this country. So a compassionate leader would have had other means to address the issue other than just waking up and say, go on making new land. To say go on making new land is to ignore the good in those people being Liberians. It's to ignore the good in those people being United Party voters. The good in those people being citizens who are supposed to be under your presidential guard. But at the end of the day, this is where we are. The brother was clear, and he said, I don't see good in people that want to weaknesses. And to end, he did that to the boy from the Renewable Energy Agency under the WIAS administration. George, we had the president at the time, told a bit piggy, say, hello, my piggy. Joe Baladio, Jojo, you have to miss a paragraph. So come go carry the America. It is my understanding, it is $6,000 the first one. The other one, when you take your almost $200,000 to spend on President Bala treatment in America. Almost $200,000 to get all SM Brussels, all the other titles, to go to the hospital in Rhode Island, all the different things. By the way, we got all the, we got to talk about that. So all the things, at the end of all 200,000 was spent because of the Liberian people money, and not Georgia money. The Liberian people money was spent under the instruction of President. We have to ensure that the former vice president was okay and healthy. The ball that saying you can't go carry the baby to the hospital. The baby, he sacked the ball. So when he says to you and I, one of my greatest weaknesses is that I don't see the good in other people. It means he did not see that ball. He left Liberia. Did not have any intention to go to America. They flew over 13 hours to enter America and be going to Rhode Island Hospital and be visiting the man day by day. Meaning by meaning, they know that he resigned for a job to be helping to take care of other issues home. He became president and stuck that ball. So it is an attestation. That one of his weaknesses is that he doesn't recognize the good in other people. If this man was an individual who could recognize the good in other people, you would have seen the good in that man who took him to the U.S. to make sure he was better. And he came back to Liberia. If you were seeing the good in other people, you wouldn't have instructed the list of us to lock the airport, the VVIP lounge. They climb out here, VIP lounge at the airport. Somebody said the more. Yeah. They pay why they not pay. The VIP lounge, why they not pay over it? If you were seeing the good in other people, and that's why I say you were, the woman is being honest. So those of you who think they peace out of people, you have to be living through that. Everything is already a peace out of people. When you say he doesn't see the good in other people, he mad. Because there's a VVIP launch to President William put it. The president is a VVIP launch for VVIP, and another pushing that launch is president. So in that building, they got the presidential launch and they got the VVIP launch. By virtue of the fact that President William is president, he falls under the VVIP category. So he may not use your office because in the launch there, they get presidential office and the whole thing for the president. He may not use the air, but he use the other side to close the whole place door and say, John, I'm not with it. The fact that I come to the president, I remember I use the normal moving in pass. To do that is to tell you that Zimbabwe is honest about what he's saying, but he doesn't recognize the good in other people. We are becoming president. went to old man Joe's house, took money there, took cars, gave offer, do all the other things to him, made him feel comfortable because he lost election. So if I he lost election, I found food, I found a new car, if I not be visiting and pampering, for children to hold the man down and only with bad things will happen to him. So let me be treating the man with dignity. He became president, he didn't care. No, he didn't care. In fact, he would do all the security of behind President Weah and say, oh, I'm going to take care of President Weah's security. I'm going to joke. I'm going to send the President Weah to provide for protection. I usually never say, no, but we'll find people to protect President Weah. And you can bring all my from the EPS who
Retired.
Who should be retired and bring them to be behind President Weah. I mean, you don't see the good in other people. You don't see the good in other people. That's why I said laughing, friendship. You know, so the other is honest. So all of you who say, oh, we voted for them, they were not happy, what be there, how to say, broker state. They will make a direct quote. The thing is, you even think he's joking. He's saying it for your heart. And that's why he went back to you to say this. I want all of you to listen. And that's how you send a video to me. Yeah. And that's why I want you to listen to the other one, the issue of bread and butter. If you don't see the good in other people, you will not recognize that they honestly and intentionally deserve something better from you. We heard the people are saying, people who talk about bread and butter, this, that. I want you to listen to it.
Most people don't understand. You did wrong to say, oh, that what will eat. When you talk about education, education will eat. You talk about hospitals.
Okay. So hold on. I want the bread and butter issue. I want the part that has to do with the bread and butter. Did you send that to me? Oh, it was not that one. Hold on, fella, bro. We get it. We get that part what people were saying. That bread and butter, you know, this and that. When you were asking that to define what bread and butter is, you know, we'll look at that part. You know, but on the overall, what I think is that the owner is not pretending about who he is. And Liberians should now understand that if you continue to wait and say, oh, the people are cool, man, you will do this and that, or this and that, you could be in your mistake. They are our president. And I said this to you, this is our president. Don't joke that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? There is a difference. I mean, it doesn't look like somebody who can do compassionate in it. It's being clear. You see the president when people been broken across the place. The last time they said when they said floor in the place, they said our government was showing over the floor. But government moving the water for all the water, and you know, and the bags. You probably said it. I think I meeting. No, a leader should not be sounding insensitive to the part of the people. There is a way to do a good thing without causing much of damage to the other people. Amen. When you're working in the country, man, to do the right thing, to inflict injuries on the other people. No. That's why government speak. You can fix this country without causing pain. You can fix the country without causing pain to the hearts of people. You were young when you interviewed a college. The last time we used to follow what people said was from Speedway all the way to 12th Street, they will open the road. And you remember? And when we asked, nobody will be compensated. They will not pay anybody. They will not pay anybody off. You know, we're going to hold the place and see what government breaking down places in the country. They're not compensating anybody. They forgot to know that when people, when they were supporting MPR, when the other people were supporting we Defense Force, they didn't know that when they were supporting war in this country and forming rebel factions and destroying the country. They didn't know that Liberians went to Monrovia and started building all. Because when I was in war, Alexa, and you got to play the Tapolin, what do you do? You play the Tapolin and live there.
That's your place of refuge.
When the war, when you Tapolin, you put a zero on there. With extra money, you put something there. That's how people get all there. People did not decide to go all by themselves like this. Because before the war, like now. Alexa, it's like anywhere you sit in Monrovia, you get your PJ, those are the PJ. Only says we are talking about. We don't know. Pigeon, the car, the car goes there, Pigeon, 5-4 Pigeon. I will not live in that town.
The small car, eh?
Yes, small car.
Oh, you were talking about vintage cars.
No vintage vehicles. Yeah, quite Pigeon. There is a place on the Bourgeois Island called Pigeon Garage. The whole community is Pigeon Garage.
Do they have some of the vintage cars there?
Yeah, some small cars still here. Small cars still here. You know, but to see them, you got to go Benton, Addington. Play art and you come up with all the horses bush grow on top of it. You know, but the folks said before the war, every part of Monrovia, once you come, you say, I live in some place, the car will carry you and put you to your house. What am I trying to say? People are not building properties, blah, 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 all over the place. The war, everybody support that. MPL, nobody different folks, all the other one, everything, the war, everybody support that. Maybe we'll come to Monrovia and start building, you know, sporadically. So a government that want to correct it will not correct it using our hands. To do it is to plan properly. Is to plan adequately in a way that it will not create any tension and pain for the citizens who are supposed to be the beneficiary of that decision. The way you do it, for example, Alexa, if you make me president today, I can relocate West Point in 2 months and nobody in West Point will cry. And I'm going to say, we'll try to wrap up and go take some phone calls. We'll come out with you in the Omaha in Tigo Village. You know? Yeah, so right after that, you wrap in one more time, then we go to the lines. I'm saying a government that is compassionate, a government that has sense, a government that cares for the people can remove slavery without the people crying. And that's how that government can remove West Point without the people crying. That same government can remove Gold Community without the people crying. The government can demolish all the stones in this country without the people crying. All you need to do is support properly. All across the world, there are property developers. I mean, real, multi-million-dollar real estate developers. These communities I'm talking about are communities situated along real tourism destination. Slave measure the whole lane slave way. The whole corridor of land from slave way all the way to downtown. Let's say 12th Street. It will not take us more than 100 or 200 acres. It will not take us more than 300 acres. Whatever the case is, do it in portion, in segment. Go to Saudi Arabia, for example. Have a conversation with the Saudi Arabian, a business community or the leadership there. Put Slipway on the projector in Saudi. Ask the Saudi developers to develop interest in that place. Propose to them, do a proposal to them that we want to transform Slipway into a modern urban environment by the Blue River. It's going to be a business plan between Saudi Arabia and the Liberian government, or a company in Saudi Arabia and the Liberian government. I'll just explain the model and I'll tell you how it can be replicated in other communities. Go into a deal. Come back to Nigeria. First, Slipway, Johnson, Slipway, over here, the school. They're going for you. All the boys, Alexa, you pay them. You 100% land. I have like for that. Only one lad here. You know on it. They hold yeah. We look at it for long. This here, fantastic. Okay, we get 6,000. 6,000 plus your land, you know, at 12,000, or maybe 12,000, 1 month time, get out of here. So the particular portion from the slave bridge, from the bridge all the way to slave clinic, you pay the people off. The people from Saudi Arabia come and build their decent structures. They could choose to build bungalows, residential bungalows by the river, by the Blue River. And what do you do next? Yeah, okay, maybe the law because have a particular scheme with them to finance in the state bank and say, look, if you are a lawmaker, you are giving first preference to own the houses through your salary. So when the Saudi government built these decent houses, Alexa, and they put a price on it for maybe about 100,000 for one of those housing units, I will get access to the boat ride. And you know, you develop in the city. Access to the boat ride. At the end of the day, Representative Steve took for example for Rosas County. You look at his salary and say, "Boy, I need to go back to you so." And a 100,000 for the structure. Why the business need to go and pay? You say they won't. They won't wear being. You already see the blueprint in the computer. You say they won't. If for me, in the two
Down payment, you know.
they make you pay for $30,000. When the boy finish you pay your 5,000 every month or 3,000 every month. You can assign 3 years to still to go own that property. There are 2 things you are achieving. You remove the person who are in the zero from there with our crime because that person now go to the lane when they get in Johnson way back, you go build on it. They're not crying because you pay them or you buy the zero, you pay them all for the land. Now state come and pay for both the money where you get that zero owner. It will be inside state house where you coming back. Government receiving her money back. So he's buying the new house, it's a decent structure, Slowway is no longer zero community, big building there, and you know, when that particular construction period, you know, is over, you extend to the next portion of the community, the next portion, where you know the whole Slowway gone. It has been repaired with also decent structures, swimming pool, PB, casino, different places, different golf course, all the other things, you got it there. You transform the city, the citizens are not crying, you develop the community, you have upgraded the community, people ain't crying, at the same time, you have added an upgrade to the community. That's what a compassionate government will do. A government can see good in other people, that's how that government will think. And not go government will go and say, you know what, by right, roads will pass here. And so because you say by right, roads will pass here, so automatically, whether people will die from frustration, whether people will get pressure and they will die, whether people will just see the machine coming, the hard cut, the fall down, the way water on them, the die, you don't care because you don't see good in other people. So if this our president and his government, and I want to say he's right, he's not pretending, he's saying the truth. So if this our president, is far-sighted enough, that's how they will try to do some of the things. But the bottom line is, he just said it. He doesn't see other people, and so I mean, in other words, people English, I don't care anything I want to do it. What you do with me, anything I want to do, I will do it. For me, that's the understanding. That's the rating of what he said. And a leader should not do that. That's why I just told you. We can relocate all of these strong communities. We can post it to anywhere where streets want to be. It has to be done a proper way. Let's do it properly. Because the essence of government existing, the existence of government is for the good of the people, for the betterment of the people. If the people are not better, if the people are being in pain, why you say you're developing, that development is temporary. That development is vulnerable. That development is vulnerable. Any government that is carrying on development and they allowing that developmental initiative to be associated with pain, that development is vulnerable. Because when people are angry, overplus, sometimes their reaction can damage that whole development where you see carry on. When they're already angry and they decide to react, their single reaction can spoil all. It can take everything. And that's why you need to be very careful when you carry on this kind of project. So the president should not be making the kind of decisions. It should not be sounding like this. Because to be sounding in that kind of formal manner will keep creating an impression in the minds of the people that we have a president who don't care. A president who doesn't care about how the people feel. The worst thing is for the people to say the president ain't feeling for them. That's the worst thing. The worst feeling any group of citizens can have is to have the perception that the president ain't like them, that the president ain't got feeling for them. Anytime the people know that the president ain't got feeling for them, game over. Whenever the citizens of any country get to understand, say, our boss man, our president, our pastor, any organization wants to know that the leader ain't got time for them. When it reaches that point where the people start to see that the leader ain't got time for us, I don't care, leader, forget it. If you are respecting the leader, they will start managing the respect. If you're not careful, the butler will be in the office, one day they run in the office, like the chief, you know, say that today, until you do what you do it. That runners come that revolting come the lesson that noise, and then you see people protesting, and you can't say, you cannot exercise it because you don't have the confidence of the people. And that's why we are asking the president to be very cautious in how he says some of the things. God, I'm making new man. I don't see good in other people. These are not statements we need from a post-war country president. No, this is not what we expect from a president leading a post-war country. Country went out for the war. Their president should not be talking like this. Because we got plenty of you traumatized. They tell you something about you. They tell you the country you to you. They tell you say reconciliation and rehabilitation, demobilization, all the things the DDR program. They tell you say UN did it correctly in the country. UN jab us. The young correctly the AK-47 they picking the one of the and they will go. People still got money in the country. People still got Delaware in the country. And that's why the leaders who will keep coming to serve in such a country will have to be very, very cautious in how they put things out to the people. Because you got a lot of the people still hurt. People are still nursing their wounds from the civil conflict. That has some other leaders used to talk. That may other leaders go enter the bush. So when a leader speaks in such a way that doesn't show compassion towards the citizens, some people get reminded and say, but why the people talking like Tobo? How the people talking like Doe? How the people talking like Charles also? Then you remind people of the not too good days. I mean, you don't want to do that. A rescue president will not want to be on such a pedestal. But that's exactly where we are. I ain't going to say more on it. We will take a break on the speech. I'm sure. Yes, we'll take a break on the speech. When we come back, we'll take a few calls. But that's where it is. In 1-2 minutes, then we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll take calls, and then we'll jump to the next topic, which has to do with Senator DeLong and his supporters. Yes, that's what we're going to do.
Okay, so I know this is something that may sound very funny, yet it is not. So I would like to go. I would like to talk about the second clip, right, that we played, and where the president was talking about when you do that one, it's that one way, you do that one another one way. In this life, in Liberia, whenever we say we have a lot of hypocrites, we have a lot of them. I mean, we have a lot of them. And I think sometimes the president displays some level of hypocritical behavior, right? Because I remember again, a lot of you were in this country, by the way, a lot of you, a couple of people were here in 2022, 2020, 2021, when we had George Weah as president. And bulk of the things George Weah did, whatever he did, I remember when he instituted that free tuition policy at the State-run university, when he also had to initiate the free-wise, fee stuff and WIAC, if we're going to call it that way. A lot of them were saying, is that what we're going to eat? Give us jobs and we're going to fend for ourselves. Give us jobs and of course we'll be able to pay our children's fees. So going back to the president again, saying in Liberia, whatever you do, they're going to say that it won't, that's being hypocritical, Mr. President. Because a lot of even campaigns on that again, that Liberians are hungry and we're discussing bread and butter issues in this country. People are not to be hungry. So Liberians are still hungry. Liberians are still struggling. Why the president is there saying one of his weaknesses is he doesn't see the good in people. So how do we actually make this make sense? How do we tell Liberians, hey, calm your nerves and brace yourselves because your president doesn't really see, the good in people? It is not a good thing for a leader again to speak in that manner. It is not a good thing for a leader to ignore the people's cries. It is not really a good thing for the leader of the country to speak in a way that shows he is selfish, because Liberians chose you. And now what's happening, it is a serious problem. Whatever made it very practical about, if you want people to leave a certain space, there are ways you can, incorporate as to how they're going to be relocated, and that's not going to be a lot of problems. But again, we cannot say how to run this country. We're just going to be here to analyze. We cannot teach the president. We cannot teach the ministers, directors, how to go about their different duties because they've taught us to know what they're doing. They're educated, they're sophisticated, they have.
From all indication, they don't know what they're doing.
They don't know what they're doing. When a person purports, like Rachel Cohn, he purported to, become the speaker, and in fact, he managed that position in a way that was really crazy, even though he was not the legitimate speaker. So people pretend to know, people act like they know, and when you check it out, they don't know what's happening. So these people have said to us they know how to govern, they know how to run a country, they understand all these different things, and all these things we're talking about, they're just petty things. So we should not be here advising. The president has more than 2 advisors, right? So I think they should be there telling him, hey, Mr. President, this is not how you go about it. You're supposed to do this. You're supposed to do that. You're supposed to say this, because you should make sure that you are compassionate. You should make sure that you are empathetic as a leader, right? We don't need to teach you all those things. As a regular person, I'm compassionate because when things go wrong in this country, we're here telling people, hey, we're so sorry and best wishes to all of you, right? So all these different issues across the country, Oliver was saying something about the president. I said, why you go to 72nd and tell us, say, consider who gonna making new land, and that sounds funny, but it is really, really serious.
Okay.
So I hope at the end of the day we'll get to a point where we know where we are, where we stand in this country.
We will take a break. When we come back, we'll bring you we'll open up the lines, rather, and let's hear what you have to say. Then we jump to the DeLong issue. Please, we'll take about 6 calls on this particular topic. Then we call it a day. Let's take a break to be right back. Continue playing. *255*1#. Yes, we are closer to doing a draw. The more you play, the better your chances are. Let's take a break to be right back.
Stop and cry and make it peace for them before. Stop Liberia from the second to interior. Stop keeping us safe. You're stopping from all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, old man Sam Sion.
Okay, message from your own self, old man Sam Sion. Call us on 0865-100-104-0776-104-104 are the numbers to join the conversation. Quickly, let's take few calls by 5:30. By 5:30, we jump to the next conversation. Yes, let's talk to this person. Hello, go ahead. Let's hear you. How you doing?
Good afternoon, POK and Alexa. This is your old man in the North Central Speech.
Go ahead, ma'am.
Okay. the people know everything, they are well educated and all. So why you must educate them? All the thing you do, you educating them. And what they were supposed to do.
Because we love this country. We love this country. I mean, the guys are messing up, so we gotta help them because they are hurting people. We are teaching them the alternative ways to do these things they want to do. At the same time, other people will not be worrying.
Yeah, almost killing people. They did it to the other man. When they start, that man went off and died. Yeah, for what reason? Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll leave you right there. We'll leave you. Let's talk to this other person on line 1. This person, go ahead. 1 minute. How are you?
All right, good. Thank you.
Go ahead, my brother.
The official
Go ahead.
Everything but that's a character in this one in the country. The kind we were in war yesterday. We don't want to go back to war. Because what this government is doing is structural for the war. We can say on somewhere 30, 40 years, they can head to all over here and there. Because I think that people I can imagine with a banker. Because the people that voted you head here, I don't know guy. It just like that to me and do wrong with our country. We are bringing to me. You don't know to do what the people they are saying that peacefully and you want to step out over. We're not be heading that time. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll leave you right there. Let's talk to the person. Hello, go ahead. 1 minute. Good evening. Good evening. Let's hear you.
Yeah, guy, this is Derek King, and I join you, my brother. You know, guy, these are not things that are strange to us. For some of us, we know Mr. Parker, he is gratitude. He has no limit, he has no boundary. I have thought that Mr. Parker would say something different about his own character. But what he said, he did not lie. Look around you. Joseph Howard was designated as president. We have to carry Joseph Parker to America, taking our land to having Judah. But when he came back and became president, he got rid of Joseph Howard. So you think Joseph Parker is very serious budget and don't have budget. And if I don't say to people, you don't celebrate somebody who don't want to be celebrated. Joseph Parker can nothing to celebrate about. If they say that the presidency, he brags about evil that he done to people on a day. So do you think that he's a leader? He's not a leader. If they would say, God don't have, God not making new land. You think that for president to speak?
Yeah, people are just getting broken down, destroyed. What is crying? Some people stealing people from out there falsely. Then you say, God, I'm making new land.
God, I'm making new land. And then people are carrying now as a slogan. Don't worry. So you think that's still made by the president. But then now, reckless still you there. Well, reckless. You're being very reckless. I don't care about that. I bring those people who will try to set it into their head. So no, let me borrow a word, guy. We try to set it into their head. They did not listen. And they got up to crash politically in this country, and we are bearing the consequences of the action. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. We'll leave you, David King. Let's talk to this person. Go ahead. 1 minute. How are you? How you doing? Go ahead.
Okay. Good evening to good afternoon to Alexa. Okay.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
We good. Yeah. When you join okay, you are infested. It is like, it's a surprising thing. And no Liberian is supposed to say, it is a surprise. Because okay, one thing that makes us Christian to follow Jesus is that Jesus came and died and gave us salvation. He gave us new birth in life. A man will share his blood for you to sustain life. Is that person? So as to Boakai fell down. It was an option to the government of Liberia back then that was headed by President George Weah to say, this man is a permanent citizen of our country. He served our country as vice president. We have to take care of him. It was also a decision to say, to help, man. Let him go down there. And in fact, he opposed me. So for this person to give you life, the second rank in the country to you as a president, you see that person fall down and you give the person life. And then that person come back and support people fighting you. That is it. You know why go through that setup on earth? When Lucifer got daughters and tried to compare himself to God, God said, "Look, we can stay together and go down to earth." So Joseph Boakai. So Joseph Boakai did not mention the name of the devil during the campaign period only because he said of using that name. He mentioned it because he went directly with the devil. Any person, human being, that goes create and says, I don't see good, I don't recognize good of people in my life, that person is an ingrate, that person don't deserve life. I'm telling you, this is a record.
Well, thank you.
And this is why Joseph Boakai said to this nation. Thank you and God bless you, KOK.
Thank you very much. He said one of his weaknesses, he doesn't see the good in other people. Wow. Go ahead. Good evening. Let's hear you. Go ahead. 5:30. Go to the next topic. Let's hear you quickly.
The president will general, you are the last person in the room. When you speak, your follower will have hope. But our president will not always be teaching us to speak. This is for 42-year-old experience for Christ's sake. You cannot always speak regularly. You cannot speak. Leadership role giving hope to your follower. Anything you speak, let it be hopeful. But you can't be saying all these things, you know, some of the regular words are all the responsibility carry on your shoulder. Anything you speak is put on the speech. Far from some of the more listen to their hope. Mr. President, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. We'll leave you right there. Let's talk to another person on the line. Go ahead. Let's hear you. Women, and how are you? Okay, all right. Let's take the last caller on this topic, and we'll go to the next topic. Go ahead. Let's hear you. 1 minute. How are you? How you doing?
I'm okay. I think Joseph Boakai just repeating himself, those statements that he continued making, he just repeated himself. I could remember when George Weah began to develop road. He said that George Weah was building sidewalk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that road people were eating.
He said that road and people were eating, and the issue of the road and electricity and school fees, and it came from the camp. They said it. At the time, George Weah was developing like he said that road would eat, that school fee would eat. In fact, we didn't pay our children school fee. Please give the country will pay our school fee. So those words that he using, he just repeating himself and his supporter. And I don't know why you put your call Joseph Boakai leader. Think about what Prince Joseph said about Joseph Boakai health condition. Think about Jeremiah Cole, why he said about Joseph Boakai health condition. Just think about the time during the campaign when Joseph Boakai went loafer in his studio. He sat down with Robert Pallet carrying in his studio. What did he say? He asked him, why you bringing here for? Why you going to see? That means Joseph Boakai is not by himself. Yeah, think about the meetings and things he been having with the cabinet. What a better thing Joseph Boakai ever said. Thank you very much. Have a pleasant Monday.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll leave you right there. We will not take any more call on this particular topic. We'll take a break. But before we do so, we do that, Alexa, rather. Before we do that, Alexa, let's be reminded, all of us, let's be reminded to continue to pray for the country. People having dreams about the country. I mean, you're not funny, Alexa. People having dreams about the country, they can call me and come be telling the dream to me.
Some people talked about war. I remember someone reached out.
Yeah, we pray that it doesn't happen. You know, I mean, let's pray for the country. Let's pray that God gets better. We should all pray for, no matter how bad the government treating the country, let's pray for the country. It is in our best interest when this country is peaceful, when this country is prosperous. It's in our best interest. But listen, I want you to play this audio. Please listen to it. Yep, play it for our people. And when you play it for our people, you tell me what you make of it. Then we'll come back and have the conversation. But Senator Delon was one of the people in this country under the Weah administration who sufficiently dealt with that administration to the point where he became a likable political commodity. The people made him senator. And that's how I was surprised to know that a Liberian mother is complaining how Senator Delon, Alexa, of all the people there, a Liberian mother is complaining about how Senator Delon. I want you to listen and let people listen, and later on you can start talking about it.
We used the Malabanda to bust the place.
Since this incident happened last month, I mean, have you gotten support from Liberians for the tropics? Have they come to the aid to help you?
I've been going to other places. Sometimes I'm in the vice president's house. I spent a whole day. I did not see him. But while I reduced his rating and then level with his protocol. And the vice president, His Excellency, Jeremiah Kwakun. I saw that was the one. I went to the office. I couldn't see him. When it was, I couldn't get him. So when I saw that was the law on Kerry Street, I said, "Oh, thank God." I've been wishing to see that was the law. Because I want to do can be for Daros Delo and ground Daros Delo in a very community when he came to Tina Village.
Okay.
So I was so happy. It was my second time meeting him on Kerry Street when I was about to graduate from UL maybe. And he told me, "Oh, meet in my office." I went there several times. I was unfortunate to see. But when I saw him on Kerry Street in a few days, I mean, I just regretted why I had to go around him. But he blasted at me, he started my own person, who burned my house. I mean, they told me our problems to him. So he talked, and what I remember telling him was, "Papa, thank you." And in return, he told me, "Thank you, Mama." So I left. Yes, man. Talking to other people to help me more. IRC, Red Cross, my brother, National Red Cross. I tried another time too. I couldn't see the person that is responsible for disaster. They told me to go back, but sometimes no transportation to go there. So that's what I'm saying. But my church did well. The Baptist Church, the Faith Baptist Church in Pelata, Tinga Village, they have been doing well for me. Some of my neighbors, the Mr. and Mrs. Quay, they close me, they fed me. Everybody been happy.
Incident happened last month. I mean, have you gotten support from Liberians for the tropics? Have they come to the aid to help you?
I've been going to other places. Sometimes I'm in the vice president's house. I spent a whole day. I did not see him. But while I reduced his rating and then level with his protocol. And the vice president, His Excellency, Jeremiah Kwakun. I saw that was the law. I went to the office. I couldn't see him. I went to the house. I couldn't get him. So when I saw that was the law on Kerry Street, I said, "Oh, thank God." I've been wishing to see that was the law. Because I want to do who can be for Daros Delo and ground Daros Delo in a very community when he came to Tinga Village.
Okay.
So I was so happy. It was my second time meeting him on Kerry Street when I was about to graduate from UL maybe. And he told me, "Oh, meet in my office." But I went there several times. I was unfortunate to see. But when I saw him on Kerry Street in a few days, I mean, I just regretted why I had to go around him. But he blasted at me, he started my own person, who burned my house. I mean, they told me our problems to him. So he talked, and what I remember telling him was, "Papa, thank you." And in return, he told me, "Thank you, Mama." So I left. Yes, man. Did not see him. But while I reduced his rating and then level with his protocol. And the vice president, His Excellency, Jeremiah Kwakun. I saw that was the law. I went to the office. I couldn't see him. I went to the house. I couldn't get him. So when I saw that was the law on Kerry Street, I said, "Oh, thank God." I've been wishing to see that was the law. Because I want to do who can be for Daros Delo and ground Daros Delo in a very community when he came to Tinga Village.
Okay.
So I was so happy. It was my second time meeting him on Kerry Street when I was about to graduate from UL maybe. And he told me, "Oh, meet in my office." But I went there several times. I was unfortunate to see. But when I saw him on Kerry Street in a few days, I mean, I just regretted why I had to go around. But he blasted at me, he started my who burned my house. Everything we told you our problems to him. So he talked, and what I remember telling him was, Papa, thank you. And in return, he told me, thank you, Mama. So I left. Yes, man. Talking to other people, and the vice president, His Excellency, Jeremiah Paku. I saw that was the law. I went to the office, I couldn't see him. I went to the office, I couldn't get it. So when I saw that was the law on Kerry Street, I said, oh, thank God. I've been wishing to see Darrell Dillon because I want to be who can be for Darrell Dillon and ground Darrell Dillon in a very community within the Tinga village.
Okay.
So I was so happy. It was my second time meeting on Kerry Street when I was about to graduate from UL and Medi. And he told me, oh, meet in my office. But I went there several times. I was unfortunate to see it. But when I saw you on Kerry Street in a few days, I mean, I just regretted why I had to go around. But he blasted at me, he started my who burned my house. Everything we told you our problems to him. So he talked, and what I remember telling him was, Papa, thank you. And in return, he told me, thank you, Mama. So I left. Yes, man. Talking to other people to help him in RSC, Red Cross, His Excellency, I saw that was the law. I went to the office, I couldn't see him. I went to the office, I couldn't get it. So when I saw that was the law on Kerry Street, I said, oh, thank God. I've been wishing to see Darrell Dillon because I want to be who can be for Darrell Dillon and ground Darrell Dillon in a very community when he came to Tinga village.
Okay.
So I was so happy. It was my second time meeting on Kerry Street when I was about to graduate from UL and Medi. And he told me, oh, meet in my office. But I went there several times. I was unfortunate to see it. But when I saw you on Kerry Street in a few days, I mean, I just regretted why I had to go around. But he blasted at me, he started my who burned my house. Everything we told you our problems to him. So he talked, and what I remember telling him was, Papa, thank you. And in return, he told me, thank you, Mama. So I left. Yes, man. So when I saw Darrell Dillon on Kerry Street, I said, oh, thank God. I've been wishing to see Darrell Dillon because I want to be who can be for Darrell Dillon and ground Darrell Dillon in a very community within the Tinga village.
Okay.
So I was so happy. It was my second time meeting on Kerry Street when I was about to graduate from UL and Medi. And he told me, oh, meet in my office. But I went there several times. I was unfortunate to see it. But when I saw you on Kerry Street in a few days, I mean, I just regretted why I had to go around. But he blasted at me, he started my who burned my house. Everything we told you our problems to him. So he talked, and what I remember telling him was, Papa, thank you. And in return, he told me, thank you, Mama. So I left. Yes, man. Talking to other people, he said, I saw that was the law. I went to the office, I couldn't see him. I went to the office, I couldn't get it. So when I saw that was the law on Kerry Street, I said, oh, thank God. I've been wishing to see Darrell Dillon because I want to be who can be for Darrell Dillon and ground Darrell Dillon in a very community when he came to Tinga village.
Okay.
So I was so happy. It was my second time meeting on Kerry Street when I was about to graduate from UL and Medi. And he told me, oh, meet in my office. But I went there several times. I was unfortunate to see it. But when I saw you on Kerry Street in a few days, I mean, I just regretted why I had to go around. But he blasted at me, he started my who burned my house. Everything we told you our problems to him. So he talked, and what I remember telling him was, Papa, thank you. And in return, he told me, thank you, Mama. So I left. Yes, man. Talking to other people to help him in.
Okay, so just the part where she comes, he said thank you, and I also told him thank you. So I think everyone, in fact, everyone knows Dillon. And we usually don't make it our business on this platform to have a whole day or an entire show just to talk about Dillon. We only do that once in a while, not just the entire time for him, but in passing, yeah, we discuss it sometimes, and that's all. But again, I would just like to say Liberians are people who are usually taken advantage of by selfish politicians who are con artists. And I'm saying this to mean we have seen a lot of them. We have seen a lot of these things play out on a daily basis. And of recent, a lot of people have been speaking out against Delon, how they regret, supporting him, and how he is not who he said he was, how he is pretentious. A lot of people have used different adjectives to describe Delon, to describe his actions, to describe how he changed right after getting the job, from going to Liberians to say, hey, I'm going to be here as the light. I'm going to speak on your behalf. I'm going to, bring everything to light, whatever that will be discussed. I'm going to be there in your best interest. I'm going to be a senator for you, not for me, not for my own personal, reasons. Now, Delon has been in office for a couple of years. And this lady just narrated a very, I think it is interesting and a bit sad, because Delon is somebody people looked up to back in the day. And I think some people still thought they could still look up to him, regardless of the fact that he has changed over the period. And we'll go back to Joseph Boakai. I know you're going to say, oh, the lady did not mention Joseph Boakai's name and all that. Joseph Boakai is a leader, and that is someone Delon supports every now and then. Joseph Boakai said he probably doesn't see the good in people, and now we have Delon. Now we have Delon, Delon, who was supported by a lot of Liberians. This lady just experienced something very traumatic. This lady was made homeless because her home was, broken down. Now she is homeless. She needs help. She's reaching out to whoever she thinks about. She's reaching out to people she thinks will help her to be able to give her a space to stay, or temporarily, or to provide for her an alternative. Mm-hmm. And Darius Delon being someone she supported, someone she campaigned for in her community, she thought that he was going to be the best person to reach out to in a moment like this one. Unfortunately for her, she went there and Darius Delon told her, you guys bring your problems every now and then to us. And, this and that. He sounded very harsh based on what she narrated. And she felt bad. She told him, oh, I'm sorry. Not I'm sorry, but thank you. And he told her, yeah, thank you, Rabbi.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So it tells you how arrogant these people are, some of them. It tells you how when these people want something from you, they're going to say the nicest things. You're going to listen to the beautiful words. You're going to see the compassion in them. You're going to see how sympathetic and empathetic they are. But then when you're in the position, they forget about you 100%. Darius Delon is a typical example. The people who are part of his soccer team, I have one of my friends. Usually he narrates, different episodes and chapters on his own experience with Delon. It is really sad. And I think, again, as a leader, that's what I mentioned or I referenced President Boakai. As a leader, when you speak to people who look up to you, you should be very careful with your choice of words. And you're careful because you don't want to create some level of bad feelings. You don't want to create some level of, a hatred in people's hearts for you. Because you're supposed to use your influence. You're supposed to use your office to at least comfort people. You may not have the solution right now to help this lady. You may not have maybe the means right now to help her. The fact that she reached out to you as a person who she feels, could be of help to her, the best thing you could say, I'm sorry, I'm not in the position right now. But to tell her, you can bring all your property and come on people. What is that? What is that? What is that? Delon, you know the position you have. You didn't arrive there on your own. No. You didn't get up one morning and boom, you became senator. No. You didn't get up one morning and you had hundreds and thousands of people supporting you and referencing you as the light. You know what you told them. You told Liberians, especially people in Montserrado County, what they wanted to hear. You told them things that were very sweet to the ears. You told them things that were very comforting. And you told them you will be there for them. The demolitions happening across different communities in Montserrado County, you're a senator. So when one of these people reach out to you, right? One of these people reached out to you because they needed help. And then that's how you responded. That's the best way you could say this, and that. What level of cruelty is that? Let's disregard the fact that you're even a senator. But as a person, another person reached out to you.
Mhm.
Another person told you, I'm going through this, I'm homeless. One of the worst things a parent wants is to be homeless. Like, you have your children, you have people, with you, and now you're homeless. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know where you're going to stay, how you're going to be clothed, how you're going to be fed. You don't know how you're going to sleep. And that lady reached out to you. You couldn't say anything comforting to her, but you tell her, say, "Oh dear, bring your problem into people." So you didn't know that Liberians have problems. You didn't know that, of course, you would have people reaching out to you on a daily basis. You didn't know you would have Liberians, whether it is women, girls, men, boys. You didn't know you would have everybody reaching out to you at a point in time to say, "Hey, Mr. Senator, we're having some problems. We need help," and all that. We don't need to be selfish. We don't need to feel like we're indispensable. We don't need to feel like we have arrived, because the same path we used to climb the ladders,
Yeah.
that's the same path you're going to use to get down. That's the same path you're going to use to get down. The same people who were with you, the same people who paraded with you in this country, the same people who were with you from one community to another, same people who donated to your campaign, the same people who, carried your torch when you said you were the light. Those people carried your torch all around this country, all around Montserrat County. There were people from different, counties as well, who were all in solidarity with you, and they were like, "This is the best person." And now, Mr. Delors, you are telling one of the people who campaigned for you, who is also in distress, who reached out to you for help, and he telling us this. I know sometimes people can follow their leader.
Okay.
As much as you support Mr. President, just like Mbokai, you don't need to speak as he does. You don't need to choose your words carelessly. You don't need to sound like you're insensitive. It means maybe you're in the wrong space.
We less than 10 minutes. Let me steal 4. Let me steal 40. We take calls for 6 minutes and go home. But I want us to listen to the woman for the second time, especially the part that Alexa started with.
To see what you saw him, you told him he was not going to bless your house.
Not about my house. Wow, to see him there. I told him that to see that it's not just easy. Put our problems to him. So he talked, and what I've been telling him was, "Papa, thank you." And then like with his protocol. And the Vice President, His Excellency, Richard Mike, I saw that was the law. When the officers are going to see and when the roads are going to get it. So when I saw that was the law in Kerry Street, I said, "Oh, thank God." I've been wishing to see that.
Okay, so listen. The woman went to the office, she got the letter, she couldn't see him. She went to the house. During the campaign, the house was not in the fence. They were not in the fence, Alexa. After the campaign, when he won, he put the house in fence. The fence started at the South Beach.
The wall of Jericho.
So she went there, she didn't see him. Apparently, he was inside, she was outside the fence, and they said, "They were not here," but he was inside. During the campaign time, there was no fence. Anybody could walk from 1603 and see inside the tracker, they be lecturing.
Because one of the who can be for Barros Delors and Khan Barros Delors in the very community in the Tinker Village.
The woman is on record of gowning him in Tinker Village. When all of them were putting together efforts and resources to hit the CDC government and to hit the real administration, when they were putting their head together.
When they were putting the layer on the
when they were facing the fire, she was happy to put back there. I have to gown him. And I'm talking to her. She also said, "I have to gown him." All of them were in witchcraft meeting for CDC government to come down. That the woman explaining her thing.
Delors and Khan Barros Delors in the very community in the Tinker Village.
Okay.
So I was so happy. It was my second time meeting you on Kerry Street when I was about to graduate with you and maybe He told me, oh, me in my office. But when I several times, I was fortunate to see him.
Okay, so the first time the woman got there, man, it was the day she wanted to graduate from you. Man, I come and graduate, chief. Now, I don't want to think of it. Then you were doing the letting, you wanted to put Tifa. Then you were fighting Tifa. I don't know, can't think of it. So I come and graduate. The woman said she went to the office. Zero, blah. Changed nothing. They only give rock. Even the empty cigarette not when you finish smoking, we didn't give it a rumor.
But when I saw you in the street a few days,
now the second time now.
I mean, I just regretted why I had to go around.
Okay, I just regretted why I had to go. There is somebody who gowned him. Somebody who gowned him before. The first time school fee, I mean graduation something, I graduated a cheap, I was coming to you. Rock. I said rock. Why she did not get that? What must say? She didn't get rock from that. Zero. You know, most people, the cigarette and the cigarette, not the brown part, the junkie. So, you know, even rapping the t-shirt and say, oh man, I got that over you. What about oh cigarette? No, I've been smoking in the office. Rock. You know, I mean, I'm not saying smoking in the office though. So yeah, so the second one, the first one, nothing. The second one, now the time what to break her up. The time to break her also.
But he blasted me, you started my who burned my horse. I mean, told you
he blasted the woman, another one who bought your horse.
He started my who burned my horse. I didn't regret why I had to go around. But he blasted me, he started my who burned my horse.
He blasted at me, telling me I'm not the one, you know, who break my house. Must you blast at somebody woman saying, you can't have the woman, you can't tell us, madam, with all due respect, I'm sorry, I cannot help you. Must you blast at all the woman living with you? No, unless so now we're ask the people this question, the woman living with you? The
woman is not your daughter, so.
Yeah, probably may have broken her house down, but it doesn't give you the right to go blast at somebody's wife, somebody's woman, somebody's mother. When you were sitting there all on the ground.
Oh, yeah.
You remember? Yeah, go sit down to Yembi on the ground, President Baga on the ground, passing all around with all level. Why don't you feel that level for him?
Let go.
Ever be there. When you are pretending, yeah, acting like you love the people so very much, the money you are giving Maserado, you can cost more money to buy the Maserado. The money what you say you're giving Maserado, you ain't getting rack the Maserado.
I don't forget what happened. But then because I walk into you.
So the money you always will be giving the money to the people. And there's not a sedition going to him.
No.
This is somebody who gowned him. They almost say, I gowned him. I gowned the little man. And you sit there, you go blast at the woman. And then there was an adage that said, if you cannot help me, don't hurt me.
No. You should have, as I said, he should have told that lady, hey, I'm not in the position to help you. I'm sorry for what happened.
Blast at me. Should you blast at the woman? Should you blast at the woman?
Blast at me, who burned my house. I mean, they told you our problems to him. So he talked, and what I've been telling was about thank you. And in return, he told me, thank you, Mama. So
but that's arrogance.
Very insensitive.
The arrogance, you have to make power with the woman. What you're trying to do? No, man. Let's tell you that's
he was not about to. He tied
the lapana. And when you want a woman to accelerate, you accelerate too.
So they can get joined.
Yeah, imagine you blast out the woman. The first thing you blast out the woman, the woman got shame.
Yeah.
I
know she was embarrassed.
When you blast out her, she got shame. So all she could do was, I don't understand of you talking. I just telling Papa, sorry. And you know, Papa, thank you. Well, almost thank you as well. Ring down your ear that. Thank you, what I'm saying.
It is not
it's not real thank you.
It's not a clear thank you.
Not real thank you. She's saying out of frustration. Then you two know because he's very and all the other issues happening. Yeah, let's not go and say what it means. I will not repeat myself. Because you know quite directly, so automatically you went to the level and to return and say, yeah, Mama, thank you for. You are already worrying Lapa now. You are already worrying Lapa. That the partner is going to pick on the way you know, knocking it. Oh, you mean? Oh, yeah, not me. Oh, you mean? You were prepared to make power with the woman. Look, these are the people who some of you used to swear. Some of you used to do. Some of you made palava with your relatives.
That's smart.
With people who supposed to help you and get your money. People who's going to help you and transform your life. You make flowers when people. So that's why you and everybody can speak for the London business. Oh, Jalen talking the truth. He's a lie. He will change the play. He will make it better. He will do that. Instead taking the same money your friend taking, instead eating the same crooked GM your friend taking, everything and sharing out how you can take it.
And he is not as vocal as he was.
He was vocal first?
No.
He's not pretending.
No, prior to this administration, he was like every
He
had something to say.
So even something about you. I want to say, bullshit to me. What that audio say? Here you go. Where that audio? Bullshit to me. I want to know what saying.
A lot has happened in this country. I swear
because Nigerian people always love to fool themselves. No, the voters in this country will have to change their mindset. That is the way you know, John, I mean, I want to say you because no. I'm happy to tell what it is. Look at you, do what? I say, I mean, tell me, me bring you up. Yes.
Huh?
Yeah.
She did not go to you saying, "Hey, you broke my house."
No.
She went to you for help.
You are giving out more 50. I said, man, I'm taking care of people in that issue. She will understand.
At least
she will understand. If you're telling me, look, man, right now I ain't got nothing. But what you do, be my number way. Okay, you say my father, I say my father, there. Be my number way, do you number? And you know, I leave my number, the same kind of movement I do. But you say, everybody movement to the office because you're not easy. Yeah, or you're quite too much. So,
you gotta tell me what it is.
You know what I mean? Come on.
Okay,
yeah, you know what I mean? Stop it.
Okay.
Yeah, so he would have told the woman, say, look, give the number to the staff, he will call you later. And that way, you say, look, madam, please, we'll try to call you. You know, just rest assured we'll call you. You know, we'll get something, we'll call you. Once you get something, you call. When she call you, madam, I say, when I get something, I'll call you. I get something here. At least the woman know that you lying to her, you mean her, but some kind of way she will feel good. But when you say, hey, you know me breaking your houses, and I mean, you know what? Why you blasted her before? Are you feeling the woman to reach all the way that level? The woman was over 18 years when you begin saying that.
She's not a little girl.
She was over 18 years. In fact, the woman said she have to gun you. And honor 8 person can gun you. For political purposes. So you should know that you were eating. You hear me? You know, flour eating before your dog in your cup. They almost flour eating before your dog in your cup. So the big blasting the woman, right? Oh, woman, they will be crying on Facebook, and you are blasting her on. It's wrong. And the rescue, come and the rescue people.
That was embarrassing.
I'm part of the rescue mission operation there.
So there were problems with him. So he talked and he blasted me. Just I don't tell what happened very right. Like he blasted me, started who built my house. And then they would tell you our problems to him. So he talked and what I've been telling was about thank you. And he returned, he told me, thank you, Mama.
Can you imagine? The girl will say, look at it. Look at it. Look at the law.
They have a like song. They say, wow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. What a girl I mean, look at it. Look at it.
You're pressing it.
Look at it. Can you imagine? Who would have ever thought in their wildest imagination that a day long?
And he returned, he told me, thank you, Mama. So I told you our problems to him. So tell her how to go around. Like he blasted me, started who built my house. And then we told you our problems to him. So he talked and what I've been telling was about thank you. And he returned, he told me, thank you, Mama.
Can you imagine? Who would have thought in their wildest dream that they know the fake light,
they
let go of will ever sound like this to any constituent? Who would have ever thought that would happen? But you see, the reason why we can bring our fewer will not get plenty to the radio station to toss money and place money recordings is because we understand that you won the election, but we got to soak that in your head. We got to put it in your brain. We got to remind you every day so that you know that decisions made in anger, out of hatred, out of jealousy, are decisions that will come back haunting you. Some people got no reason to believe people like Delon. So people knew that Delon is naturally a crook. So people knew naturally, but I ain't got real compassion for human beings. That's why I say, woman, Katumu was saying, Kara to the security in the fence. Look at people's personal lifestyle and think about giving them governmental job. Be honest. So people knew, I mean, the records were glaring. You knew these people's personal capabilities. You knew their ability to do certain things. You knew what they could do and what they could not do. Out of petty jealousy, envy, and hatred. Because your minds were conditioned to believe that they were the custodians of the solution Liberia would need at the time. You jump into a conclusion and made them who you want to make them. You made Joe Baga president. You made the how you call this thing? Senator. Today, Baga is telling you, go ahead making new law. The law is not telling you, blasting. You say thank you. He's saying thank you, mama. So Joe Baga is saying, go ahead making new law. The law is saying thank you, mama. A government of arrogance. A government with no compassion for the people. Man, how do you guys feel, man? Most of you in the communities, you're in the vehicle. How do you feel with the kind of way you bring the power? And don't think that you are safe. Anybody who wants is not safe in this country anymore.
We get up one morning.
You can get up one morning to break a structure.
We're all homeless.
You can wake up one morning to break a structure. The president is telling the Senate, gonna make it new, man. The senator is telling the Senate, oh, thank you too, mama. Can you imagine? And some of you will still sit down there on your empty stomach with your children in school, your rent expire, your scholarship. I got no opportunity for you to process your paper. Nothing happening. Your phone get cooked inside. You still arguing the test though. Some of you from breaking down now. All the offices they get you racked. Who the lack after you in the boss? You still arguing with the party in the boss in the test in the KG. Hello. That you are talking to the invest for them in the KG. That your business. When you vet on the bus, that your business.
That's what the update, yeah. All I bro.
No, it's not like your business. Some of them not in the test. It ain't testing the inbox. It ain't in the bus in the KK. It ain't in the KK. They send out where they from begging for food, out of food money. They from begging for rent. They from begging for spoken of money. They not get it. They not get it. They lie money in the pocket. They even thinking whether they'll be calling there. And the first thing, number two, they even know whether they get money to poke them there. But the person is still arguing in that boss. Oh yeah, you know the party are the best thing we're doing. Oh, your baby, oh, what you pay? We gotta break it. Somebody start making people while they ain't getting racked. Their life is so much destitution while their leaders are cheating them. But still arguing. You don't mind. You're arguing too much. Hunger, grab that man in front and down. Oh, we're responsible. Don't argue with them too much. Bosses in the pickup don't argue with them too much. So when they argue on the hunger. So when they arguing on a no end, so when they arguing on a no support, hey, don't any person you see arguing with you, you get a time. If you argue with somebody the God before they die, business, God where you follow, so many guys are hungry, they're arguing out of frustration. They are only defending because they don't want you to vote them. You stop voting them. Imagine if a woman argue with people before way back. I like
you talking low.
Yeah, if they argue with other people. We should have found she can't take anymore. She said, don't you're coming to. I go to the man, I was guys, man, he said, Pepe. I go to him again, from my whole day, he's not blasting at me. That's why I get to him. He said, thank you, mama. I regret that why I gotta go to him. Why you gotta go to him? You don't regret, yeah?
It is sorrowful, man.
No, it's not sorrowful.
It is.
I don't feel like I'm going to apologize for anything I say.
You don't.
We take what we have to put in the campaign, they listen to us, they choose their path. So when they're back right there, my job is to play it back to their faces. And you in the process, you try to figure out your business, you can do shit, you can do nothing. For the job, you can do. Oh yeah, okay, well, you can do nothing. You're not going to tell yourself, and the person will say you get very too much, get very more, because the people say you in the boss, you only find out, they can be.
You hungry,
you hungry, you go find somebody to be. But at the end of the day, it's been clear that these guys fooled the people, deceived them, made them to believe that they had a solution, when in fact they were just looking for another chance to survive. Nothing else. Nothing different they were looking for. You saw how the government set up with the yellow machine. It's because it is the only project that they were able to develop from start to the middle, because they're not finishing here. They pay for the full money here. Don't be surprised if people cover the machine, whatever the case is. The only project. We are running 3 years now. 3 years coming before to find men doing project for their own project where they started from start to finish. They have not done it. Only the matter. You see them celebrating the machine for 2 days. Because the only project where they know from beginning to the end, from Alpha and Omega. So I see what people. So when people bury the pain their own supporters, make them feel bad, treat them badly. I mean, okay, do funeral for them to be doing crying with them. No, my time to laugh, my time to enjoy, my time to chill. When we were warning them, they thought we were making fun. They thought we were playing. You gotta tell them, I regret what I'm going to do. Go here again. Go here again. Then I letter away and let us see how now. Yeah, the letter away and let us see how now. We go back for guidance, help, and what they call again. But that's it. That's the country where I ask for. You enjoy. And let's go home. Oh, you want to talk to the whole person? No. Let's go home. Nobody calls you on the radio. Tomorrow we'll open up the lines. Oh, go home.
Yeah, we'll go
home. At the end of the day, the next time they say election, when you wear your card, you ask God. And you go in the room, you ask God, who am I going to go to? You're not allowed anger and hatred to make you go vote.
The power of temperament.
President saying, gonna make a new land, Senator, blasting at people.
I think every day moving forward, I will have to read just one line from that book. Like everything that's happening now. You see this lady, you see the law, you see the decisions that were made, the votes that were cast and all those things. All those things, it is because of the power of temperament. Okay. We're angry, we brought light. Now the light is here, the light is shining by way, and Papa shining.
We gotta go home.
But we'll be back here tomorrow.